Hey Pisces, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekend reading from December 15th through the 17th, 2023. This is for Pisces. Last shuffle coming out here for Pisces. Let's see what's going on. So we have dark thoughts and we have friends and colleagues. So I think that you are looking far ahead in the future and seeing how you can still deal with certain people in the future. How am I still going to deal with them in the future? Right? You may have felt like they were temporary. Now you find that there's more to it and you're just like, oh no. You have dark thoughts about having something to give later on. They may be really excited, these people. They may be super excited to be in your space. You may not be excited about that. Like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to continue to do this every day. There's something about that kind of thing here. You may have your guard up with people. I think with dark thoughts, you have Six of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Two of Wands. This is about you in the future. You're worried about things not changing. If things can't change, you see a fight ahead. You see a problem. You see a conflict. You see a confrontation ahead if things do not change. If they don't put in the work that they're supposed to put in. I think their first impression really threw you off. If there's a first impression with certain people, with whether it be friends or people that you work with or work closely near or they're in the same field, you may be thinking like you remember how it started or what they were doing. It feels like you see them as immature, like they don't they don't do their part and stuff. And you're like, let's see this continue to go on because I'm telling you now, if things do not change, I see a problem. I see a struggle. I see a conflict. I see a confrontation. I really do. These may be people that you've known for a while too, but the fact is, or you're used to this, or you've dealt with this before, this kind of behavior. It could be any of that. But teacher is the Hierophant and Two of Swords. I think that someone in your space is like, follow the rules, read the fine print, make sure you're adhering to the guidelines. You have no choice. You got to be on the side of right? So that someone has already shown you how to deal with something like this, and it's more so because they follow the rules. They're they will not bend off of that. They're like, no, let's follow procedure so that if something goes down, it's not on you, Pisces. Hidden motivations is the Lovers and Fool. This intention energy is about you really not being sure if you're right. If you feel it's like your first instinct is to snap, like to go to jump first, right? The fool is one that doesn't even think about it. He's just like, what, wait a minute, hold on. The Lovers is about, that's like your first instinct, your first choice, your first decision, right? Like, you know how I mean? Some people don't like pie, they like cake, and it's like, do you like pie? Do you want pie or you want cake? And it's like obvious, I want cake, duh. That's kind of the decision of the Lovers. I mean, that's a very mundane, trickled down, watered down version of that, but just to give a person an idea of where the Lover's energy is, it's not always about being with somebody or choosing love and all that stuff. Sometimes it's about a natural choice that one would make, right? And you may not be very clear or sure about the decisions you're making. You may feel like you don't have enough. Um, you just can't. You know how like it's like, I don't know enough to make a good decision in this situation. So you may not be very confident in what you feel to do. But I know one thing is for sure, this keeps showing that if something doesn't change, you're about to you feel like you don't have any other choice but to say something or do something about it, and it may lead to a confrontation, and it is involving. It doesn't necessarily have to be work related, but this definitely does have something to do with colleagues. Colleagues sometimes can definitely be people you work with, but also people you're in the same field as, or you guys do some of the same work. Or this could be friends, and they're really annoying you, and maybe you are working with them or you're doing something with them, and it's like they're not putting in the effort, the same amount of effort as you. You're like, if something doesn't change, it's going to be a problem. So that's what I'm seeing here. I think that you're being prompted to follow the rules. Like, I get the problem, but you still got to be on the up and up. You don't have a choice, kind of thing. So you could be dealing with an Aries, a Taurus, a Gemini. You also could be a Pisces, Aries cusp. And we also have Leo and Sagittarius as well. And if you're not dealing with those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.